What's going on, guys? So today I wanted to show you guys one of my all-time favorite builds, and this is the build that I got from D2JSP, and I changed a lot of things with this build when I made the secret Paladin build with the Paladin casting spells and all that. So this is the original build for that idea. So there was a person on JSP. I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can check it out. I don't know the name of the person, but this person just made a crazy fucking build out of this, and this is that person's original build. So I'm just gonna go over what this build is all about. It's kind of like my other Paladin. You use Conviction, but this Paladin can cast Frozen Orbs from Rift, and he can also cast fireballs and firewalls from using the Triangle set here, using 3 pieces of the set. And he can also cast Hydras from the Dragon Scale shield, which is a really rare shield to come across, and not a lot of people really keep it. So it gives 20% the fire skill damage and a bunch of other good stats, but it does give you skills to Hydra. But yeah, this build basically consists of all those spells along with Fist of Heavens, using Zeal, and that's about it. So I'll go over all the spells again real quick. So this Paladin can cast Frozen Orbs, Firewall, Fireballs, Hydra, and Fist of Heavens. And he uses Zeal to get his Frozen Orbs off. So I'll just go over the gear real quick with you guys. I'm using a Rift War Scepter. It has some Paladin skills on it, which are really good. It's really hard to come across a War Scepter with some nice skills on it. So I'm using that. I'm using Triangle's helmet with a 5 fire resistance and 5 fire damage unique jewel. And I'm using High Lords, Chains of Honor, and the Dragon Scale shield I showed you. Goblin Toes, and 2 Stones of Jordan for the rings, and Triangle's belt and gloves, the Annie torch, and all Paladin combat skill grand charms. So my Fist of Heavens and other things can do more damage. So, and obviously on Switch, Call to Arms and Spirit. Probably one of the coolest parts, another awesome fucking part of this build that I was going to show you guys and do a different video about, is the Mercenary. So the Mercenary uses a Rift also in a polearm, so he can cast Frozen Orbs, and he's using a Nightwing along with Fortitude. I don't have an Fortitude right now, so I'm just using that one. But that's about it for the gear for this character. I did some other tests with some other things, but this is the main build, the Trident build. So I'm just gonna, go over it real quick and give you guys some gameplay and stuff like that. Show you what this build is all about. So it's a little bit confusing trying to play this build at first, because first what I do is I cast Firewall. Then I switch to Conviction, obviously, right away, so it does more damage. And I have my Conviction on my Razor mouse, scroll click. So I just click on that to quickly go to Conviction, because all of your spells aren't going to be doing very much damage unless Conviction is up. So the Razor, I forget the app that it is, what it's called, but it's the Razor app, where you can, if you have a Razer mouse or keyboard, you can fucking, make whatever, customize your keys however the fuck you want. Not trying to promote Razer, but I'm just saying it's pretty cool. But usually what I do, like I said, I start off by casting Firewall, switch to Conviction, then I go and do some Zeals, get some Frozen Orbs off, and then I cast the Fist of Heavens, and then I just repeat that process. So this build really doesn't do a lot of damage in like hell difficulty with 8 players doing chaos, unless you're juggling all the spells like perfectly. So it kind of takes a lot of skill to do it. Fucking Mercenary over here casting Frozen Orbs. But yeah, let's get into it so I can show you guys how I do it. This is just Act 1, so it's pretty easy. I'm just trying to give you guys, you know, quick little gameplay of what this build is like, and then we'll go to Hell difficulty. Oh, where the fuck are all the monsters at, man? Hear them, but I don't see them. He's like, wow. Holy shit, dude. 3 fucking frozen orbs. Alright, so as you guys can see, that's the, you know, pretty good idea of what you're going to be doing with this character. It's pretty fucking fun as a paladin, running around casting firewalls and shit like that. So, but let's join a higher level difficulty game, and let's see how well this guy does. But you know, the frozen orbs are like the main part of the build almost, so you know, running into cold immunes isn't good, but if I do run into cold immunes, you know, Firewall does a lot of damage. It's doing 1500, but that's a lot of damage combining it with Conviction. So, and Fist of Heavens is doing 3k damage, which is pretty decent to combine all those things together, along with a little bit of melee damage from your Zeal and things like that. You should be able to take out you know, monsters pretty easily. But these monsters are all cold immune usually up here, so let's see what we can do in here. Have to back off a little bit there. Health get back up. So as you guys can see, I mean, the damage is pretty good. Probably one of the downsides of this build, though, is as you could see right there, I almost died, and you got to make sure you have Trangal's gloves on, because oh, fuck you, Bale. Fucking interrupting my video and shit, bitch. But yeah, you know, one of the downsides is, you know, you can't use Drax or anything like that. You got to keep the Trangal gloves on so you can get Firewall, which does a lot of damage. And, you know, there's just not too much, you know, life leech going on with this character. You know, sometimes I switch out my Stones of Jordan for carrying winds to do so I can cast some more spells and things like that. But, you know, I kind of just want to stick with the Stones of Jordan. Man, Bale really doesn't want me to get this fucking video fucking done. Jerk. Alright, I'm out of here, Bale, bitch. But that's about it for this build, guys. You know, I'll show you the skills and everything like that. I forgot to go over that. So as far as the skills go, so what I did is I maxed out Holy Shield, Fist of Heavens, Holy Shock, and with Conviction, which is the main part of the build, I put enough points into Conviction until I get 150 negative resistances. You can see at the bottom there, because that's as high as the negative resistances will go for the Conviction aura. So I just put enough points to get it to 150, and then I just put my points in other stuff like, you know, Holy Shield, Fist of Heavens. But yeah, and that's basically how I wanted to do the build. It was a little bit different. The skills were a little bit different on the original build, but I didn't really see much of any reason to put more points into Conviction. I mean, I already got the 150 resistances, and I think that's the main part in my opinion. So, but yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. You know, maybe I'll do more videos on this build, because this build is just so fucking fun. When I found this build on JSP, I'm like, man, I gotta try that shit, because it just, I was like, no fucking way. I'm like, no fucking way. A Paladin that casts frozen orbs and firewalls, and you know, I got all the gear together. I already played this build before, but you know, when I got all the gear together, I'm like, man, this build is fucking crazy, man. And you know, it actually works out pretty good. I mean, you know, a lot of these, like I say all the time, these builds aren't, you know, meant to do chaos runs and bail runs in 2 or 3 minutes. These are just builds to do something other than just play hammered ins and shit like that, you know, just to do something for fun. And you know, if it's doing a decent amount of damage or whatever, I mean, you can get through the game and kill monsters, and you know, you're having more fun than you would on the hammered in. I mean, I would much rather do shit like this. And you know, this is one of my joys of playing Diablo 2, you know. I really enjoy making new builds and trying new things. You know, it's not always very successful, but you know, it's a lot of fun. You know, sometimes the build doesn't do much damage, but you know, you're getting through, and it's a lot of fun to play the build. And you know, it makes it that more challenging. And this is you know, playing this type of build is a lot more challenging than obviously a hammered in or, you know, any kind of normal sorceress. So I mean, you're having to switch all your spells and auras around just to do good damage, but it's a lot of fun. And you know, like I said, it's challenging. So, but thank you guys so much for watching the video. New videos obviously every Monday, but I've been putting out a lot of videos lately. So and I got my new Quest album coming out. It's Diablo 2 inspired music. So if you guys want to check that out, you know, I'll have that posted pretty soon. I have the release date on 4/20. Yeah, 4/20. I don't know. I just thought it'd be appealing. But you know, that album's coming out on 4/20. I put T-Rail's Sacrifice, the single, out from the album. So I don't know. I can't wait to release the album, and I'll put it all up here on YouTube and shit. So you guys can listen to it. But I don't know. Fuck that shit. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the build, and I will see you guys on my next video.